Hello, and welcome to the first video of what I'm hoping to be a channel of marriage, musicals, and managing mayhem. We love an alliteration. So hi, my name is Angela DeAngelo-Erkert. No, that is not my born-given name. I got married, and I hyphenated it. Look how cute we are. Aww. And now it is a mouthful. It actually was a mouthful all the time because my real name is Angela Marie Gabriella DeAngelo-Erkert. So it's really long, but I like it. And yes, my mom really did name me Angela DeAngelo. It's like, she was like, this girl's born to be a star. Catherine.
Girl, get over yourself.
Anyway, so I am married and I went to school for theater. And I love theater. I've done many shows and national tours and remember the Broadway Kids, and I keep doing things professionally, and I choreograph and I teach. And what is this hair? And so all things musicals. I also am a manager, so it is a double entendre. I am a manager of a girls' boutique, and I like to manage mayhem. Like, I like to get into, like, trouble. No, who am I kidding? I'm pretty straight edge. But I like to, like, you know, kind of be like a little elf, little frolicky little troublemaker. Yes, you are a fan of Schitt's Creek. I'm a huge fan, and Alexis is a huge inspiration, so you'll probably see some Alexis-isms pop out because I just can't help myself.
You, David.
I thought for the first video that it could kind of be like, who wants to sit here and listen to me explain all about myself? No one, because no one cares. But I thought maybe people could ask some questions that maybe other people would want to know, and then I could answer them, because I'm a little bit quirky and weird, and I thought you might like to hear some answers. Okay, great, let's get started. Okay, so on Facebook, I'm going to skip the one that says, how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Because I don't know the answer to that. So we're going to skip it. All right. My Aunt Mary asked, she wants to know more about this educational show that I'm doing and how it's affecting my work schedule. This is a very valid question. So as I'm sure a lot of you who are watching this video have the same circumstance, it's very hard to be artistically creative and try to make money at the same time. And if you're doing it at the same time, that's amazing, and I'm so happy for you, but it's very rare. A lot of people are, in between contracts, they're serving tables or whatnot. So I manage a girls' boutique. That's how I make money. And I still like to stay creative and artsy by doing, like I said, choreography, and I try to act when I can. And an opportunity came up called the Imagination Station, and I get to play a 12-year-old girl named Izzy, and it's really fun and exciting.
Hi, I'm Izzy.
But it's very, 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 very part-time because, unfortunately, I shouldn't say unfortunately, I love my job, but I'm not able to give up making steady money to be totally artistic at this point of my life. So playing Izzy happens when we book shows, and then when we book shows, if I can do it at night, like the one at Dutch Apple, or coming up we have several shows on a Monday, and Mondays are my normal day off from my work job, so basically I wouldn't get a day off that week, which is fine because I'm doing what I love. So to answer your question, I do what I can artistically on my scheduled day off from work so they don't conflict, which I'm sure you all know is such a juggling act. It's stressful. But I have an app called Cozy, and it keeps my life organized, and if you don't have it, you should get it. COZI, and you can link your schedules with your significant other's schedules or your family's schedules. So oftentimes Jonathan, that's my husband's name, I should probably tell you that, will be like, what do we have to do on Saturday? And I'll often say in a wise crack way, have you checked Cozy? And then he gets awfully annoyed. It's okay. It's good. Marriage.
He loves me so much, it's fine. It's really, he loves me. Can you tell?
All right. Cool. Next question. What advice would you give to aspiring children actors who want to pursue the tour life? What was your favorite memory? Oh, okay. The advice that I would give for any kid considering tour would be 100% do it. There are a lot of, I think, parents and even schools that would poo-poo the idea or advise you not to because it's hard doing school on the road. It is. And I won't lie, and I will tell you my math skills did take a back seat as I toured for 2 years and I got back to public school and I was struggling. But I still managed to graduate. I'm going to give a shameless little plug here. 4th in my class, so it is possible to still be smart and do tour. So you can do it, I promise. I would say that the advice to give them would be to always follow their dreams, and if they do tour, try to eat as healthy as possible. That would be my number one. It's so hard, and I got back and I gained a lot of weight, which I think is the start of all of my body dysmorphia problems and eating issues, which we can get into at a later video, but it all stemmed from weight gain on tour.
It didn't help that I was also the age of going through puberty too.
And I think being mindful of schooling and eating healthy would be my number one cautionary tips to go on tour. But do it. If you have the opportunity to do it, do it. You get to see all different cities and you get to see all these tourist attractions that you normally wouldn't get to go to. And I will tell you that golden days are the best when they let you don't have to travel, you don't have to do school, and you don't have a show. You can just enjoy the city. And I have many favorite memories, but I'll mention two. One being more tour specific. I got to meet Robin Williams because we were in, I think, Sacramento, California, and we had a golden day. And the day after we performed, Robin Williams was coming to do his comedy act. And obviously kids aren't allowed to go. It's pretty R-rated. But we stood by the stage door with our little pens and programs, being very alert and very attentive and very excited. And I asked him what his favorite movie was, and he said Aladdin. So it's a very special memory for me. And, when you're on tour, you miss holidays at home that you normally would have, Christmas, stuff like that. And, I'm going to mention two more memories. I can't pick just one. So holidays can be stressful and sad without your families at home, but then make your own memories. And we were in Fort Lauderdale, Florida for Christmas. And my mom and I were living out of a suitcase. That's what you do. Maybe 2 suitcases, whatever. But that's what you do on tour. And I don't know how it happened, but I think this is why I love Christmas so much. I woke up on Christmas morning in Fort Lauderdale and there was a little tiny tree and there were a zillion presents around it. And I'm not even kidding. And I was like, I'm 11 years old and I believe in Santa Claus because there were all of these presents, and where did they come from? To this day, I still say to my mom, I'm 30 years old, I'm like, Mom, obviously Santa's real because there was no way you hid those presents from me for all of tour. It was unreal. It was so special. And then for the other holiday experience, I had my 12th birthday on the Music Man tour, and they wanted to make it special as, preteen, and they rolled a cake out on stage for me at the very end of the show, and the entire audience sang happy birthday to me. So really special memories on tour. I would recommend it to anybody who could do it. It's a beautiful time. It is stressful, and there are downfalls, and we can certainly get into another video of that if you'll want, but I would say to any kid or adult that has a chance to do it, do it.
Thank you, Facebook. Because of you, I'm still friends with a lot of the people from both of the tours.
Okay, Luann asked what inspired me to get into acting, and honestly, I don't really know, because as long as I can remember, I've been doing it. My first show was when I was 2.5 years old, and I was a Lullaby League munchkin, and I never was not an actor. So I don't think I was a 7-year-old that watched a movie and was I want to be that woman. It just was part of me. My mom inspired me every day to sing, and I remember being really young and just like watching Little Shop of Horrors over and over and over again. So like maybe you could say Ellen Green, or maybe you could say was just watching that movie.
I did end up playing Audrey, so I'm sure she was an inspiration, Angela. Get it together!
It just has always been part of me, so it's kind of hard to pick one. My mom asked, how do you balance work, married life, and a theatrical career? Yeah. I feel like I haven't mastered this yet. I'm working on it. So I'm lucky enough that my job is during the day. So in busy season, my hours are 9 to 6, which makes me able to have my nights free where I can go to Reading, which is where I do a lot of my community work, and choreograph, or right now I'm working on a production of Beauty and the Beast with some kids. So I can do that. And then when I have very little free time, I do spend with my husband. And it's we learned a lot, and that it's really important to make time to spend together. And it's like a forever learning experience, but you have to do it because we're still newlyweds, like a year and 3 months. I should know that. Something like that.
Angela, you actually nailed that. It was exactly 1 year and 3 months to the day, the 10th of February from November 10th. Good job.
We still have to you have to plan in your schedule. We're gonna get together. We're gonna go on a date night, or we're gonna sit on the couch and watch. We're really into Handmaid's Tale right now, but you have to find time to do it. Yeah, and I do get sleep. It's amazing, but I'm constantly on the go, and I don't really like sitting down and doing nothing. So I'm constantly busy, and that's really important to me. Rebecca Raymond asked, how do I nail an audition? I feel like no actor really feels like they nail an that's not true. I guess there's sometimes when you leave an audition room feeling super confident that you nailed it, but then you don't get the part and you're okay, maybe I didn't nail it. Maybe I'm just jaded. So I feel like there definitely have been auditions where I've left going oh my gosh, I feel really good about the audition. Just recently, when I auditioned for Izzy, the role I talked about in the beginning of the video, I felt really good about it, and I felt really connected to her. And then, I did get cast in it. So I guess I'll use that one as an example. How do I nail it? I feel like that sounds so, conceited. I nailed it. I'm not really... How about I say I felt successful with it because I was well prepared. I am really one to advocate, what word is advocate, for kind of dressing or looking like the character that you're intending to audition for. So obviously if you're auditioning for Dorothy, don't go in wearing a checkered dress and pigtails. Maybe a little much, but a nod to the character is something that I've always done, and so I went to this audition kind of looking really young.
Kind of looking really young? Angela, you look like you're 12.
I had my hair in what I would think a 12-year-old would wear, and I wore bright colors and Converse sneakers, and I prepared my material. I worked really hard. I got Jonathan's feedback. Jonathan is a professional actor as well. So I think the key is preparation, knowing what you're auditioning for and gearing your material that you choose, right? So the songs that I would have chosen for the audition would be something sung by a child. So nailing your song selection, nailing your outfit, your overall package, practicing what to and what not to do in an audition, which I can also do another video on if you want. But I think that's what makes a successful audition. For sure. And the last question is, what does your workout routine look like, and how do I like to keep active? So guys, I hate going to the gym. I don't go to the gym. I don't. I hate it. I really do. And I have a very hard time motivating myself to do workout videos. I have friends that are about their workout videos and their yoga, and I give them so many props. I am not one to work out by myself, but I will be getting in kicks of like, I'm gonna do a zillion crunches today, or I'm gonna do 5,000 sit-ups, and I'll just like do it by myself. So like maybe I'm better in goal driven. Like my goal right now is to have like the best abs ever. I want abs of steel. I want abs of steel. So I'm like doing things to make that happen. Yeah, but I don't really think I have like a workout routine. But obviously, for those of you who know me well, dancing is how I like to keep active. Yeah, like if I could, I'm going to be teaching a fitness like dancey class, which has my name written all over it, and I cannot wait to do it, because like that's my way of keeping active and fit is dancing, and it is so athletic and so much fun that it makes the time go way faster, in my opinion, than riding an elliptical. And that is for some people. It's just not for this girl. So yeah, so that's some of the questions that they asked, and I hope you enjoyed my answers, and I hope you think that I'm quirky and weird, because that's what's gonna make good videos, people. No one wants to watch somebody boring. So hopefully you're enjoying it, and hopefully you're loving my large hair, because I just did it and it was like extra curly and voluminous. So here it is. Yay! Let me know if you want to see any other specific kind of video. I would love to do a video of like my obsession with ladybugs and why, or like how Jonathan and I met, or how I worked my way up the company to become the store manager, or like what dream roles I want to do, like my love for Zac Efron, which don't get excited, people, it's a cardboard cutout. See, I can't even talk about it. And my love for my husband, obviously. So yeah, let me know if you want to see any other videos, if you think this video was interesting, and I will see you soon. Marriage, musicals, managing mayhem, out.